Welcome to Adam Does Movies Live. The stream will start shortly, but since I have you early, it's time to do some marketing. You know, as many of you know, people come up to me all the time on the streets and say, Sir, Adam, where can I find some great t-shirts of some of your classic catchphrases? Like in your infinite wisdom or strong female leads. And for these catchphrases to be on a t-shirt, quite frankly, it's about time. Well, I have good news for you, chat. I have that merch store and I have those shirts. And since I know you appreciate all the free content I provide every week, reviewing absolute trash like Ice Cube's War of the Worlds for your amusement, maybe give a little back by heading on over to patreon.com/AdamDoesMovies or become a member on YouTube via that join membership button. I don't know, they change it all the time, but the perks stay the same. Every month, depending on your tier level of support, you get different perks. Movie review exclusives up to 3 a month. Vlogs monthly. On top of the monthly new exclusives, if you're even at the $1 tier, you get access. You unlock the vault that contains over 300 videos from my past that are private. These are great videos. They're really freaking funny, and I would put them on this channel if they weren't so different and out there from the content I do now. It confuses people when you have like The Cringe and some of these other satirical shows I used to do show up. All right, I'm done with the sales pitch. Hope you love the crap out of the live stream, and I'll see you really soon. Like 3 seconds really soon. Take care. It's Wednesday. I'm here. You're here. We're all having a fun time. Hopefully you had a good day. Mine was all right. I think audio and video is okay, so I'm just going to push through it and assume everything's fine. We had a little deal last week. I think it was last week, or maybe it was 7 years ago. It's hard to know at this point. I should probably get the glasses on because I just can't read the comments worth of crap. Good evening, Adam, sir, and chat. Good evening, Sean. Thank you. We had an agreement last week that if we hit a certain target, which I think was 50 super chats, I would put together a composium of sorts, a collection of songs of my choosing that I would regale you with in some sort of a, like, now that's what I call Adam hits. Unfortunately, I did not finish it. It turned out it was a much longer project than I was anticipating. I do, however, I've compiled kind of a little, a collection of what I have to work with so far. They still need to be heavily edited, I should say. And I'm going to be doing some more stuff on top of it. But for now, here's just a little taste of what's to come. And as a bonus, if you guys want to knock out the songs that I do in this little teaser thing, I think there's 8 or 9 different songs. Whoever can get most of them, props to you, because some of them are no more than just like a couple notes and it's done. Okay, here you go. This is what I'm giving you so far. Actually, let's not go full screen. Let's go like that. And it's hard to say just how some things may change. And it's hard to find any strength to cross the line. Ooh, I'm just burning, doing the neutron dance. I'm just burning, doing the neutron dance. It starts with one thing. I don't know why. It doesn't even matter how hard you try. Keep that in mind and design this rhyme to explain in due time. All I know, time is a valuable thing. Watch it fly by as the pendulum swings. Watch it count down to the end of the day. The clock ticks life away. Yeah! This time I'ma let it all come out. This time I'ma stand up and shout. I'ma do things my way. It's my way or the highway. I got my driver's license last week, just like we always talked about. It's been 1 week since you looked at me. Don't have to tell your hot ass a thing. I know you just get it. Somebody once told me the world was gonna roll me. I ain't the sharpest tool in the shed. If you see a faded sign at the side of the road, it says 15 miles to the Love Shack! Love Shack, yeah, yeah. Baby, I compare it to a fucking kiss from a rose on the grave. Ooh, the more I get of you, a stranger it feels, yeah. And now that your rose is in bloom, fucking light hits the bloom on the grave. And there you go. That's you guys asked for that, and that's what I've been working on. after a few hours contemplating my life and all the choices that have led me here, I set the computer down and I walked away, editing myself into, you know, the foreground music of Love Shack was not something I expected on doing today. Anyway, today is a Wednesday, and that means it's a conversational day with you. It's an AMA. I just chat, hang out for an hour or two, depending on how lively the super chats are, because those are, of course, the name of the game here. It's what really keeps the show running. It's why I do the live streams outside of just like being a little bit more chillaxed and chatting it up. It's a great way to support the show. Okay, anyway. Oh, and by the way, this just watching this back right now gave me an idea for future live streams. It might be fun. Show of hands, there'll be like 2 people that raise their hands on this. How many people remember when I did bad movie auditions? I did maybe a dozen of them. I thought they were really funny and no one else did, but I thought they were really funny. Anyway, I thought it would be kind of fun to pre-record me doing some lines of dialogue from random movies, and then you guys could like jump in, and whoever gets the most right wins. And they just win like a round of applause and admiration from their peers. Maybe it's just like I do 15 or 20 different movie quotes, acting them out. And that would be it. It would take no more than like 3 minutes of your time. But that might be fun. Don't think I ever saw bad movie auditions. How many years ago was that? Oh, it was a while. I did them for some of the Harry Potter movies. I did them for Transformers, the Suicide Squad. I'm telling you, search them out. I think you might be pleasantly surprised with how funny they are. Those in the movie pitches were great. Thank you, Bubba. I appreciate it. And then, of course, Movie Boss. Couple super chats. Brian shot out of a cannon with $5. Did you connect with Colonel Lockjaw in one battle after another? Because he was an unfortunate victim of a semen demon like you once were. 2 kids later. I did connect with him on a level. He was definitely simping out for the Antifa adjacent character in the film. Sure. Sean Penn plays him brilliantly. Stuckman's Hot Bottom for $2. What are you doing for Halloween costume options? What I'm doing is very little. I think my son Connor is going to a buddy's house to go trick-or-treating, which kind of puts me off the hook, I think, to hand out candy. Plus, I don't know if you've seen a bag of candy these days. It's like $25 for the fun size Snickers. And by fun size, I mean go fuck yourself size. They're like this big for one. I don't even know if I can in goodwill put the lights on. I think I'm shutting the lights off and just not participating this year. Or I do the real jackass thing and put a bowl of like the candy bowl outside with the sign that says take one, but then don't ever fill it with candy. So the implication is some fat little kid came and took them all right away. The first trick-or-treater ransacked the bowl. It's the perfect crime. Jordan Yeager for $2. Avril Lavigne's Simple Plan are on tour now. Yes, that I celebrate Avril's entire catalog from Skater Girl or Skater Boy, I guess, to Hey Hey You You, I Don't Like Your Girlfriend. She has some jams. And Simple Plan's fine too. Thoughts on Mortal Kombat 2 trailer? Thank you again, Jordan. I think it looks much better than the first movie, which I did not like at all. And I'm talking about the one with Cole, the character that's never been in a video game. They decided to make a fish out of water character. This time they're going to focus on Cage, Luke Cage, and I think that's the smart play. Give us the comedian, give us the smart ass actor. He's also a fish out of water, regular guy thrown into the, the whatever they call it, underworld. No, what do they call it in Mortal Kombat? It's not the underworld, it's the something world. Whatever, you know what I'm saying. I think it looks good, but they burned me with that last one. Oh, Johnny Cage. I said Luke Cage. Who's Luke Cage? What? Is that something? That's a TV. Oh, that's a character from Marvel. That's the only time I've ever said Luke Cage in my life. I should just think of the song whenever I have a hard time with the Mortal Kombat characters. Kano. Luke Cage. I did it wrong. I did it wrong there. Liu Kang. Liu Kang. Johnny Cage. Raiden. Scorpion. Mortal Kombat. Fight. I'm very unhinged. You gotta calm down. Have you seen Baby Geniuses? I think I've seen some of it. I've not seen the whole Baby Genius film from front to back. And I believe there's more than one, isn't there? Part of the Baby Genius saga. I know Airbud's coming back. The Airbud cinematic universe has been resurrected. Test your might. Test your might. Mortal Kombat! I had that soundtrack to Mortal Kombat Annihilation. Awful movie, but that soundtrack was fucking fire. Oh, it was good. Have you seen Train to Busan? I have seen that film. It's been a while, but yeah, the like a Hunger Games sort of a situation. Very, very cool. Very intense. That's the movie. Is that the movie? It's been a long time. It's been a long time since I rock and rolled. Train to Busan. I think that's the Hunger Games style one, right? While a zombie virus breaks out in South Korea, passengers struggle to survive on the train. Oh, no. This is not the movie I was thinking of. That's not the movie I was thinking of. I have seen this movie too, though. But I was thinking of something else. What's the Korean Hunger Games movie called? AI assisting with CGI in films looking more real. Yeah, I have no problem with AI being a tool to wield, at the benefit of the movie. I think the like AI actress is bullshit. That's just creepy, uncanny valley, bizarre. I don't even know. Like it's just gross. I don't care for that at all. I like my actors real. Battle Royale. Thank you. Yes, it's Japanese. Okay. Royale. Battle Royale. Skinny, dan, skinny, dan. I have seen Elf. These nuts. I've seen Elf with Buddy. Pours syrup on everything. He's such a character. Al Pacino film Simone. Yes, Al Pacino creates an AI character, and the world just falls in love with her. They don't even know she's AI, if I remember right. Maybe no, maybe they do. I saw the movie. It was okay. It was okay. He falls in love with her, I'm pretty sure. Not to be confused with the movie Her, where Joaquin Phoenix falls in love with that AI, just the voice of Scarlett Johansson. But I mean, who hasn't at some point? Snowpiercer is the one on the train. I've seen Snowpiercer as well. That one's good. Chris Evans. They're eating the like bug taffy. Kind of, yeah. They don't know she's AI. All right, I couldn't remember. Simone came out. Was that early 2000s? Had to have been, right? Simone movie release date. 2002. Yes. That would fall into the purview of early 2000s. Good morning from Australia, Adam. Can you tell us any funny stories where you were joking or being sarcastic to someone in person and they thought you were being serious? I don't know if it was. I can't think of any funny stories. I definitely try to be funny once in a while with like a barista at a Starbucks, and they're just not having it. I don't know if it's because, I'm in my 40s now and I'm a white dude, so I'm just naturally not funny at all anymore or cool. And so anything that's not serious coming out of my mouth comes across as like creepy and violent. So no, I don't think I haven't had any like funny stories. I've definitely had some fails where I tried to be funny and the barista just looked at me like she wanted to kill herself and then me in the process. I can't think of, I'm trying to think if there was any like hilarious thing that has come up. You know what was funny, and it's not me and my buddy did this, but I was walking with three other good friends of mine that I've known since either elementary school or middle school and on. And we went to One Battle at a Time together, had a great time with it. And as we're leaving, there were four guys in front of us a little ways, and they looked to be in their 20s. And my buddy, he didn't say it to them, but he's like pretending like he's talking to him. Hey kids, turn around. This is you in 20 years. Enjoy your youth. It's just funny because, we did the same stuff 20 years ago that we're doing today. It's kind of cool. Scott Boundy for $2. Thank you, Scott. Are you watching Chad Powers on Hulu? No, I am not. I've heard of it just recently. Actually, like 4 days ago, my agent guy said, Adam, you going to review Chad Powers on Hulu? And I said, no, I don't know what that is. Find me some paid advertising work, please. And stop telling me what to watch and review. That's the one with, I always forget his name. He's like a big deal now too. The dude from Running Man coming out, and he was in Top Gun Maverick. Glenn Powell. I got there. I figured it out. Glenn Powell's in it. It's a comedy. That's all I know. I am going to watch Welcome to Derry and cover that in October. I'm excited for it. The posters are pretty sweet. I like the retro look. IB London for $20 off the top rope. Thank you, London. Thank you for skating the beginning of Kiss. Oh, thank you for scatting the beginning of Kiss from a Rose. You're welcome. John Dillon for $4.99. Got Scarface or Goodfellas? Well, John, if you would have watched my 31 on 30 I did a few months back, I covered 31 mobster movies or mob adjacent films, and I ranked them. 31 of them. And Scarface, I believe, was in the top 6 or 7, and I think Goodfellas was in the top 6 or 5. I don't even know, honestly, which one I put in front of the other because I think rankings are bullshit, but I was doing it with Cody and some of the other guys on his channel. I don't do a lot of ranking videos on mine, and I'm first to admit that the rankings are so completely like worthless to me. The bottom one is going to be accurate. The top one's going to be accurate. Everything else is kind of a wash. Asking me right now, I think Goodfellas is my preferred choice over Scarface. I'm not even sure if that's what I did, though, in the order of my 31 on 31. Goodfellas, I had just watched for the first time this last year. Scarface, I've seen a few. I don't know why I never watched Goodfellas before. It was great. But you know which one I actually liked? Actually, I don't want to say. I was gonna say, you know which one I liked even more? I'm not sure that's true either, but Donnie Brasco I watched for the first time, and I loved that movie. I don't think I ranked it as high as Goodfellas. There might be someone in the comments that knows and was really like hard pressed on my ranking. Jaeger for $5. What does Strangers Chapter 3 have to do so you have the slightest 1% bit of interest? Also favored Bond film. Well, you put a period instead of a question mark, so this is just a statement. We're moving on. No, joking. I don't think Strangers 3 can do anything at this point. They've milked out a really dumb ass movie for 3 full films. The second one had nothing happen in the entirety of the movie. Like, nothing happens. We get a tiny bit of backstory on one of the villains, and that's it. It's such an unnecessary, bloated nothingness. I don't have any interest in the third film, but I will see it, of course, because that's the job I've given myself today. Lid for $5. Thank you, Lid. Tell me loved The Strangers. I think you meant you. Tell me you loved The Strangers Part 2 as much as that review. I knew you would. P.S. Up to 4 shirts now, still going. Oh, that's awesome, Lid. I appreciate the support. Yes, folks. Oh, let me hide Lid. This shirt, it's kind of crooked on me. This shirt, it's how I'm standing, the direction. This shirt, which the logo is aligned, I can assure you, is on the merch store right now, just in time for Halloween. You have Jason Voorhees right here. Jason, that guy's there, and as the O, and then the cup is the V still. That's the thing I do. So yeah, you can get that for Halloween, and I will have a new shirt for Christmas for the holidays. So stay tuned for that. Lid. You know it's Jaeger. Oh yeah, that's right. I did know. You told me before. I forgot. The J. It sounds cooler as Jaeger. I'm sorry, Jaeger. Like Mick Jagger. I got those moves like Jagger. Smash for $9.99. Can't talk. Smash for $9.99. Thank you. Smashing super chat. Thanks for taking one for the team and covering movies that belong on the island of misfit flicks and your TV recaps. Recraps, yes. Man, those Alien Earth videos did so well for my channel. It like held up all ships when all my regular reviews were just kind of doing meh numbers. Alien Earth, shout out, tip of the hat if you came to the show from Alien Earth, because I got hundreds of subs on each one of those videos. It was fantastic. This is disgusting. Already been watching Christmas movies. Bubba, what are you doing in life? It is horror time. We're in October, friend. I'm watching 31 zombie movies this month. Well, I've knocked out a couple. I got to tell you something. I'm doing the 31 on 31 zombie edition where I rank 31 different zombie movies. I haven't seen a good chunk of these. They're very old. I really enjoy Dawn of the Dead, the Zack Snyder version, written by James Gunn. I've never seen the original, and I've been trying to get through that movie. Folks, listen, at the time, I'm sure it was heralded, it was celebrated, it was fantastic. It has aged like complete shit. So I'm having a hard time getting through that movie. There's a couple on here I am looking forward to, though. A few I've seen for sure, but I have a feeling it's going to be a rough 31 zombie movies to get through. When I went into this, I thought it sounded like a great idea because the zombie and zombie adjacent movies I have watched, I've very much enjoyed. Turns out I haven't watched a lot of the old stuff, and oh my God, I just don't know. This might have been a huge mistake. We'll see. Romero's Dawn of the Dead is great. Give it a chance. Rob, I'm giving it a chance. I'm giving it a chance. They're at the mall. I'm halfway through the movie. It's not terrible by any means. It's definitely just shown its age. That's all. But maybe it's going to get something more exciting or profound is going to happen. Not a big Pacific Rim guy, but I've had it with that joke. Movies like Jaeger and being called Jaeger all my life. That's why I do it, because of Pacific Rim. I'm part of the problem. I don't even like Pacific Rim. Have you seen Shark Tale? It's my favorite movie. Mad Max 1355. You might be too young to be listening to me talk because you must be 4 or 5. There's no way you are a grown man who thinks Shark Tale is the best movie. Shark Tale's not even a good movie, let alone something that you should put in a best of list. What are you doing? Have you only seen one movie in your life? Shark Tale, it's my favorite movie. It's your favorite movie ever? Are you out of your mind, sir? I got a collection of movies down here. I could randomly pick one out, and it's better than a Shark Tale. Watch, I'll do it right now. They're in a box. I don't even know what I'm going to grab. They're not taken out or put away. Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix on HD DVD. I can't even watch this fucking movie. I can't even watch this because I don't have an HD DVD player, and I'd still prefer to watch it over a Shark Tale. This must be my HD DVD box. Blood Diamond. 5 Academy Award nominations. I can't even watch it, but just the why is it blurry? What? I have to hold it here. I can't even watch this movie because it's on HD DVD. One more. Children of Fucking Men. This movie is brilliant. This is a brilliant film. Is this Alfonso? I think it's Alfonso Cuarón, right? Alfonso Cuarón? I don't remember I think that's the director. He also did the Harry Potter movie. Not the one I held up. He did the third one, Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. Maybe that is the one I held up. I don't even remember anymore. They're all better than a Shark Tale. Mad Max, I'm sorry for yelling at you. I apologize. It's not your fault. We all like what we like. Hope you can forgive me. I apologize. No one deserves to be attacked like that so viciously. Ruben James for $2. Thank you, Ruben. Hi. Worst weather event you've ever lived through? Oh, that's interesting. Well, funny enough, in Minnesota was in a tornado. I wasn't like physically in the tornado swimming around like a like Goofy. Scrubbing my back in the tub. Monticello got hit with a pretty bad tornado circa, I don't fucking remember, 2099, something like that. And then right after I moved, my family moved to New Ulm. We got hit with another tornado in New Ulm. It was like Jaws the Revenge if the sharks were tornadoes. Baby tornado came to New Ulm, and I remember it was funny because my dad lost not one but 2 grills between the 2 tornadoes. And both times I saw them come off the ground and go flying to the neighbor's yard. Just push. Witch goes by, tips the hat. Yeah, those were kind of intense, but we never lost the house or anything, never bought the farm, as the expression goes. I was jealous though because my buddy Eric, who lived up on the tippy top of a hill, he was a neighbor down the road. He hit pay dirt because the tornado that went through Monticello threw so much shit up at the top of that hill. He found loose cash. He found an Ozzy Osbourne Greatest Hits album I was really jealous of because I had not really heard Ozzy until that point, and he freaking banged it out. I was all in on Ozzy after that. But yeah, he made out like a king. Anyway, that was probably the worst weather that I can recall. We had snow in South Carolina. That pissed me off. It wasn't bad for anyone else but me. But like actual snow on the fucking ground. I moved from Minnesota to South Carolina for 3 years to get away from the snow. And the last year there, it got kind of cold and it snowed. And there were kids actually sledding. My kids went out and sled on a hill. And I was mad the whole time. I'm like walking around in my slippers. I don't even own slippers, but somehow I had slippers on and a robe. And I don't even own a robe, but I had a robe on too, just for this scenario. And I have a newspaper. I don't have a newspaper either, but I'm making a scene here and I'm just pissed off, like slushing through the snow. God, I moved away from this. This is bullshit. Yeah. Those are the only two really, I think, to my knowledge, crazy events. There's been a lot of tornadoes in Minnesota that get pretty intense, lightning storms and whatnot. But yeah, nothing too major for me. One other thing my buddy did find on the top of the hill, which was crazy, was a DVD copy of Shark Tale, and we just threw that further down the hill because we didn't want to see that. Okay. Oh, I missed one. Lid for $5. Thank you. I'm waiting for the spoiler review for Strangers 2. I hope it's coming unless I missed it. Also, any horror films you're reviewing this week? You know what, Lid? I'm honestly disgusted by the views on Strangers 2. I think no one went and saw it and didn't give a shit about reviews for that movie because that underperformed heavily. I do still plan on doing the Strangers recap video because I think it'll be fun to kind of go through it. But as of right now, this video Berenstain barely cracked 5,000 views, which hot off the heels of One Battle After Another, which had 12,000 views, hot off the heels of my top 5 reasons why Alien Earth failed, which has 47,000 views. I mean, that's pretty bad. That's pretty bad. The Smashing Machine already has more views than that. But I will do the recap. I plan on recording it tomorrow, as a matter of fact. And I'm hoping to see 2 movies tomorrow night. I'm going to that lake, whatever that fuck lake or whatever it's called. I hope Shark Tale person isn't in the chat still because I just swore. Whatever the lake movie's called, I'm going to that one, and I think Good Boy might be out. My wife told me it's out, but I don't think it is. I don't think it comes out till next week. She's always wrong. I've realized. I'm trying to convince her of that. She's not buying it yet. Smash for $4.99. Thank you, Smash. Spooky season. What is your favorite slasher flick? Someone asked me this, I feel like last week, and I didn't have a good answer for slasher. My favorite horror movie is The Thing, but slasher, I was having a hard time. Like, people were throwing out Scream 1 and 2, which I do enjoy a lot. I enjoy Terrifier 1 and 2, but I wouldn't say they're my favorite movies. I don't have any desire to like go watch, Terrifier again. They're kind of like roller coaster rides. I see them once, I'm good. I think I said Jeepers Creepers, believe it or not. Jeepers Creepers disturbed the shit out of me. Maybe that's what it was. Maybe they asked what is the most disturbing horror movie. Maybe it was you that asked that and I forgot. I don't have like a favorite go-to slasher that I can think of. Halloween is kind of my go-to answer to it. Halloween, Michael Myers. And I like the new Halloween trilogy. All 3 of them, even the stupid Halloween Ends that people found disappointing, I found kind of refreshing. And yes, it was really, really bad to focus on a new guy for the last of a trilogy. I agree. But overall, I don't mind it. I thought it wrapped pretty well. Have you seen Ghost Rider? That's my second favorite movie. What are we doing here? Is this a joke? Mad Max. Your second favorite movie of all movies is Ghost Rider. I'm going to pick out of this box a random movie, and I can guarantee it's better than Ghost Rider. This is the HD DVD collection. Actually, I'm going to grab like 4, and all of them will be better than Ghost Rider. Oh, Children of Men, we already did that, but it is better. Blood Diamond. What did I just pick the same exact movies? Inside Man. Not amazing, but it's a good ass movie, and it's better. Oh, Planet Earth. That doesn't count. It's a whole experience. Here. Let's go back to the HD DVD collection. The Kingdom with Jamie Foxx. Solid film. 300. You bet your sweet ass it's better than dumbass Ghost Rider. The Mummy with Brendan Fraser. Better. Oh, Apollo 13. Come on. This is a classic. It's legendary status. Goblet of Fire, Harry Potter. Sure glad I own all these on HD DVD. Dawn of the Dead. Just in time for Halloween. Dawn of the Dead. Fantastic remake. And then this isn't a movie. This is Ratchet and Clank on PS4. I didn't unpack everything, folks. Did you buy the Xbox 360 HD DVD player on day one like me and 10 other people? I did. I was number 9 who bought it. And then my Xbox red ringed. So that was a thing. I have the whole rant. I have an Xbox 360 rant on Patreon. And I think you can access it via YouTube Join memberships too. You got to pay $1 though. But just $1 gets you access to all my rant videos. There's a lot of them. And I do them in a comedic fashion. The Xbox Red Ring of Death story is worth at least $1. So maybe think about joining Patreon. Patreon.com/AdamDoesMovies. And going through. I have collections over there. There's like 6 different collections. And then within the collections, there's private YouTube playlists. And one of the collections is Adam Rants. And there's an Adam Rants issues. And there's like 40, 50, 60. I don't even know how many. There's a ton. And in there, you'll find the Xbox rant. And I can assure you it's gold. Because there's a whole story that goes along with how they fucked me over so bad with my HD DVD player. Anyway. Smash is back for $4.99. Thank you, Smash. What about psychological thriller? Now you're speaking my love language. I love psychological thrillers, and I really turn to David Fincher. He's my favorite for the psychological thriller. I go with The Game. I go with Panic Room to a lesser extent. That's more just a thriller, not psychological. Fight Club, I would consider a psychological thriller in a lot of ways. Seven, obviously, one of my favorites. Fight Club's one of my favorites as well, too. And the Zodiac. Zodiac gets better with age, like a fine wine. Zodiac is really good. Prisoners is like, I really enjoy the movie until the ending. I fucking hate the ending for Prisoners, but I really like the ride getting there. Other psychological thrillers I like. The Butterfly Effect is kind of cool. It's a little messy, but it's kind of cool. Psychological thrillers. Off the top of my dick, it's hard for me to come up with any more outside of my go-tos. But, the Edward Norton one, where he's the altar boy. Fuck, what is that called? Edward Norton altar boy movie. Primal Fear. Primal Fear is a great psychological thriller. Yes, Misery. Fantastic Stephen King book adaptation. Silence of the Lambs, amazing. Another great one. How about Life with Eddie Murphy and Martin Lawrence? That was a psychological thriller. You know what? I saw Life a lot, when it came out. I enjoyed that movie. It definitely had a lot of dark humor in it. They both worked on a plantation. It was a dark comedy. I thought it was pretty solid, but it's been many, many years, many moons since I've seen Life. Every time I see Misery, I think of Metallica. Misery! You insist that the weight of the world should be on your shoulders. Misery! Sorry, I'm done. Oh, no. Oh, man. Mad Max is given the top 10 list? Oh, no. What is this list? This is utter madness. It's madness. Oh, fuck. This is like putting the Warriors in your top 10. I see Rudy's in here. That's why I said it. That's the movie we're going to talk about. Zodiac is one of my favorite films of all time. Yes, Rudy. Yes, King. Shark Tank. This is insane. Mad Max, the original Mad Max with Mel Gibson or Fury Road. I guess it doesn't matter. That one's, I guess, okay. Snow Dogs. Snow Dogs with Cuba Gooding Jr.? Shrek? Morbius shit? Morbius? Spy Kids? Okay, I like Spy Kids, but not in the top 10. Born Identity? Okay. Green Lantern, just fuck off with it. What is this? Mad Max, you are a Mad Max. Mrs. Doubtfire, hello! It was a drive-by fruiting. Okay, I'm going to pick out 10 movies from this box, and all of them are going to be better than whatever's on this top 10. Oh, we have actual Blu-rays. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Damn it, it was one short. Let's get one more Blu-ray. Blu-ray. That's Ratchet and Clank again. Okay, I couldn't find another Blu-ray in that box. We have an HD DVD. Okay. Knocked Up. Funny comedy. Better than, I would say, everything on that list. Matrix Revolutions, the worst of the Matrix movie. I'm sorry, the worst of the original trilogy. I have grown fond over it over the years. It's better than everything on that list, except for maybe Born Identity. Mrs. Doubtfire's fine, but I don't want to rewatch it. Wreck-It Ralph. It's a classic. It's a family fun tearjerker, I would say, if you're a father that has any sort of empathy. Great film. Better than everything on that list. How to Train Your Dragon 2, a masterpiece sequel to a phenomenal trilogy, better than everything on that list. Prometheus. Okay, I might be overstepping here. I might be overstepping here. I like Prometheus a lot. It's got a lot of problems. I still think it's better than 7 or 8 movies on that list. No, it's better than all of them. Oh, The Avengers. It's a classic. Easily trounces everything on that list. All the DVDs fell. Eddie Murphy, Coming to America. Classic. Better than all of those. Scott Pilgrim versus the World. I love this fucking movie. Eat this up. Pirates of the Caribbean. Double disc. Double set. We have Curse of the Black Pearl, the original, and Dead Man's Chest. This is an easy win for Pirates. Those are falling. And then the Die Hard collection. This thing alone, which keep in mind, it's the 4 movies. It does not have that 5th abortion. This collection right here destroys, obliterates any movie that's both on this list and any movie Mad Max 1355 can even conjure up. That's how good this is. That's how good this quadrilogy is. That's not the right word. Now I have DVDs all over the floor. Most of them are useless because they're HD DVD. Paul Bros for Never. Thank you, Paul Bros, for number 499. Good to see you. I just saw the box office for The Long Walk. It's really low. Any idea why? Seemed to have buzz around it. I think there's just a lot of people that aren't going to a lot of movies. And did it do that bad, though? Like, the budget was pretty cheap. The Long Walk budget. So it was only $20 million? Wow. So it really only has to generate like 40 million. And so far it has generated 37,618,000, blah, blah, blah. Oh, wait. Yeah, that's worldwide. Okay. So it's almost to break even territory. It's not great by any means, but I think people are just, movies are expensive as fuck. So unless it is a big production where it's going to fill seats because there's dinosaurs on screen or a bunch of explosions and a bunch of noise, you really have to trim the budget down. I think The Long Walk knew that, and they were smart with the 20 million budget. Horror movies always do well, but they also have very cheap price tags. And again, it's another post-apocalyptic dire film where people are getting shot and killed, and I think people are already pretty depressed out in the country, and the world as a whole maybe doesn't want to see movies where people are being dog walked by the military down the open streets. But I think it did okay. I think it made back its budget at least. Bing Bong for $5. Thank you. Which studio, Disney, do you think will have the lowest profit this year with their movies? Interesting that Bing Bong says Disney is going to have a low profit this year when I'm pretty sure they had a couple movies make $1 billion. Didn't Moana 2 come out this year? That was November of 2024. So no, Lilo and Stitch. That came out this year. Lilo and Stitch came out this year. And I'm pretty positive that the new Avatar movie comes out at Christmas. Disney will not have the lowest revenue this year. Disney is going to make a lot of money off of stupid Avatar movie. And they do have a Mandalorian and Grogu movie, whatever it's called. That'll probably do decent numbers. I don't think it's going to do amazing, but I think it'll do well. Fantastic Four, like the Marvel side of things definitely struggled. But again, you have a couple movies that are making, like Lilo and Stitch, that movie was made for dirt. That was such a cheap movie to make compared to what it brought in. And Avatar is going to make like $1 kabillion again. They always make over like 2 billion or something. Maybe not 2 billion. What did Avatar 2 gross? Avatar 2 gross. Oh, Jesus Christ. 2.3 billion Avatar 2 made. It's safe to assume the third one's going to do just as well. Which studio do you think will have the lowest profit this year? So as far as studios that I think will actually have a low profit, I feel like Warner Brothers has been putting out good movies, but they're not really doing well. Warner, maybe that's not true. Brothers releases 2025. Birds of Prey. What the fuck? Give me to 2025. What are we doing here? Companion, I do not think did well, even though I enjoyed it. Mickey 17 bombed. The Parenting, I've never even heard of. The Alto Knights, that bombed. A Working Man made money because it has like a $5 budget, and Jason Statham brings in the money. A Minecraft movie did very well. Sinners did well. The Accountant 2, no idea. Final Destination Bloodlines did well. F1 did well. Superman did well. Weapons did well. Okay, so they've really come around. The Conjuring Last Rites did really well, and One Battle After Another is not doing great. So overall, they did okay. I don't know if any studio's bombing this year. Sony movies 2025. Big Bold Beautiful Journey is a big bold bomb. Caught Stealing, I don't think did well. Karate Kid Legends bombed. 28 years later, I think did well, but it sucked. I Know What You Did Last Summer, I think did okay. Heart Eyes didn't do well. Until Dawn, I don't know. Kraven the Hunter did not do well. Spider-Man Brand New Day is not out yet. Fantastic Four and Superman they get credit for, I guess, because they have some sort of a revenue share. I don't know. Sony didn't do good. Sony did not have a good year in movies. $10 from your boy. Have you seen? Thank you, your boy. Have you seen all the cast of the Harry Potter show? Lots of actors are cast now, and every single one looks great except for Snape. Makes me wonder why they cast 99% perfect yet changed Snape. Yes, Snape is black. Black. Disgusting. I don't care. I actually would prefer if they didn't try to cast the characters to be just like the ones in the movies, because I already have the movies and I don't need further reminders that the movies are going to be superior to whatever they do with this show. There was a rumor that Dumbledore or that Voldemort was maybe going to be a female, but I haven't seen where that went. I think that'd be freaking hilarious if we had like a hot, sexy Voldemort. I'm in. I'm all in. I have no hope for this show. I'm going to go in bitter as a bitch, and I hope that it impresses me, because the little teaser stole the music from the movies, which I think was a cop out. They'll probably make the castle look identical, if not use the same exact one. The clothes, I guess there's not much you can do with, because they're already wearing their like ceremonial robes and whatnot. But I just don't know why they couldn't have made something new when those movies are so well beloved and they're not even that old and they hold up incredibly well for the most part. Again, the Snape thing, I don't care. I don't put much stock into that kind of stuff. If he's good, he's good. But Alan Rickman was a legend. So what were they going to do outside of get Adam Driver, who would have been a pretty damn good Snape? But again, he's not really. Adam Driver would have been great at playing Alan Rickman playing Snape. I haven't even looked at what the black gentleman looks like. Does he have a crooked nose? Are they going to give him a prosthetic? Because that was the one thing. Snape had like a hooked nose. Paul Bros for Never for $9.99. Thank you, sir. But what about Elio? Over 200 million budget flopped. Snow White also, plus Marvel didn't do as well. Freakier Friday didn't do that great. Tron Ares is going to flop. I don't know why Disney goes all in on Tron. I don't think any of those movies do very well. But I think that they make up those numbers on the backside with merchandise or some sort of tie-ins. Because I always have to say this. Disney has other forms of revenue that they can use for these properties. Maybe not so much for the shitty live action Snow White, but Elio, they got toys, they got shirts, they got backpacks, all sorts of stuff that they can help, because it costs them nothing to make this crap, and then they sell it for like $30 a pop. So they make revenue off of that as well. Elio was okay. I didn't mind that movie, but that's whatever. Yeah, it definitely flopped for sure. Snow White, I don't know. I think Snow White flopped. The Marvels, or not the Marvels. What is it? Thundernuts? Thunderbirds? What was that movie called? Was it Thunderbirds? That can't be right. Thunderbolts? Thunderbolts asterisk? That one didn't do well from what I heard. Freakier Friday, I think probably made money. Freakier Friday budget had to have been nothing. Freakier Friday was 45 million. That's crazy. It earned over 100 million at the box office, so it definitely made its money back. That looked like a Disney Plus movie. I'm surprised it even had 45 million attached to it. What do you have to pay Lindsay Lohan these days? Like a $50 bill and a gift certificate to Red Robin? I mean, what is she working for? But yeah, like take away 200 million for Elio. Let's say that's the real numbers. Take away like $100 million from Fantastic Four and Thunder Fox. Avatar is going to make $2 billion. So it's easily going to carry the failures. What else did Disney come up with? Disney movie releases 2025. Captain America probably did not make money either. Did they get money for the Taylor Swift movie coming out? They Did they really not release much this year? What the fuck? This isn't even listing it properly. Give me a good list here. Okay, 2025. Captain America: Brave New World, Odessa, don't even know what that is. Snow White, Alexander and the Terrible, Horrible, Good, No Good, Very Bad Road Trip. What? The Amateur, Sea Lions of the Galapagos. Everybody loves that one. Thunderbolts, Lilo and Stitch, Predator, Killer of Killers. That was like a Hulu release. Elio, Fantastic Four, Freakier Friday, Eeny Meeny. I didn't see that. Well, that was a Hulu release too. The Roses, I don't think did well. Swiped. Most of those did not do well. Tron Ares comes out. The Hand That Rocks the Cradle. Oh my God. It's a fucking Hulu release again, I think. Springsteen, Deliver Me From Nowhere. Does not look great. Predator Badlands looks awesome. So they're backloading, folks. They're backloading their catalog. Springsteen has the potential to do well. People like a biopic. People love Bruce Springsteen for the most part. Predator Badlands has potential to do well. Zootopia 2 is going to clear. Diary of the Wimpy Kid, The Last Straw, nobody cares. That's probably a Disney Plus movie. Avatar, Fire and Ass is going to clear. And I guess that's it. So Zootopia, Avatar, and Springsteen, and Predator. Those are all going to do decent numbers. I mean, if the wish is that Disney's going to fail and stop making movies, that wish is not going to get granted by this year. But I will say the box office for Disney this year is not great. But again, they have other ways of making that money back. Bryce Jones for $1.99. What's your favorite solid B-rated movie? Solid B movie? That's a good question. It's a good question. I only watch A movies, though, so it's tough to say. I see a lot of B movies and a lot of C movies. I think most movies I watch are B movies, like the new Dwayne Johnson movie, the whatever machine. That one's like a C plus movie, B minus. I can't think of one though that I would like call a favorite. Like a Lake Placid. Like a Lake Placid, something silly and fluffy like that. I'm sorry, Bryce. That's a good question. It's so good that I don't have an answer for you right out of the gates. Because movies I repeat watch are typically movies that I would say are an A or at least a 9 out of 10. I don't like to rewatch movies that are Bs. Salty Bay, $3.94 for $4.99. Thank you, Salty. I do wonder if Avatar 3 can make up all those losses, though. $2 billion might happen, but hype doesn't seem as high as Avatar 2 coming out 3 years after. See, that's what I thought about Avatar 2. I foolishly thought because of COVID, because people were changing how they watch movies, they weren't going to go see Avatar 2. And it didn't look like it did anything much different than the first, except for having an ocean. And that movie fucking made bank. So I am incredibly scared to go against the God King, Cameron. James Cameron should not be touched. People should not speak ill of him because he has proven time and time again with Titanic, with Avatar, with True Lies, with everything he touches. It's going to be gold. It's going to be gold. He did Terminator 2 also, and Aliens. Nick for $5. Thank you, Nick. The V or the cup on your shirt looks like it's got a leg in the center of it to me. Maybe an idea for a future Xmas shirt from an Xmas story. Oh, that's kind of clever. Yeah, the swirl. I could see how that could look kind of... Where am I? It's mirrored. The swirl. Can I trace this up perfectly? It's Really hard going in reverse. Wow, I'm an idiot. I can't do it. Go this way, you fucking idiot. Holy shit. I can't do it. I cannot go down in the proper direction. Oh, there we go. Oh, wow. I did something like a 3-year-old could figure out. Thanks for the suggestion. I'm going to take it now and not give you any credit. No, I don't know. I don't know. That's a good idea, though. Jack Mackerel for $2. Thanks, Jack. Still planning uploading script and Bible to Patreon. Yeah, Jack Mackerel. That's actually not a bad idea since I've given up on it because it's too ambitious for a first-time movie. That stuff's available, so I probably should just make it available at the higher tier levels. Because they're just rotting away right now until I can like put something out that I could make myself with a small team. And I did finally come up with an idea. I'm happy. I came up with it today, as a matter of fact, and I'm excited to put pen to pad. I was working on a completely new version of the script that's already done. That was going to be more catered to something I could make. And I got to page 72. And I stopped and I said, I don't like this. I don't want this to be the movie. And so I crumpled up the digital document and threw it in the digital garbage can. And now I'm starting over on a different movie altogether. Mad Max. If anybody needs a mercy ban after reading this or hearing what I'm about to say, I understand. Bubba can give you a mercy ban. Mad Max just said Shark Tale is greater than Shawshank Redemption, and he didn't even have the respect to put the R capitalized in redemption. Yeah, I said it. That's just disgusting. It's really sad. It's really sad. Will Robinson fires back with a shark tail. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Fart tail would have also worked, but I like shark tail. It's a little more aggressive. Really paints the picture. Oh, and Elijah doubles down on it. I really like the drama. I already blocked that kid. Please. I'm sorry. I think it's kind of funny. I think it's kind of funny. Adam does movies. What's your upcoming video with Rudy about? We need more Adam and Rudy collabs. Is this Rudy in disguise as Summit? I don't have anything planned with Rudy or Tony or Sean or Cody or Cecil or any of those assholes doing their own thing. I feel like we've all just been kind of silent with each other, chipping away at our own corners of the internet. Some of those guys are going to conventions and premieres and things like that while I'm dropping my son off at soccer practice and giving myself a round of applause for going to my first big boy movie premiere for that Dwayne Johnson movie that I can never remember the name of, The Something Machine. What the hell's that called? The Blank Machine. What the fuck is that movie called? Dwayne Johnson, The Smashing Machine. Oh my God. Yes, everybody's telling me now that I've looked it up. I know there's a delay in my brain. Okay. This is what I do now. We are at 1 hour and 3 minutes. I like to get a good hour of conversation in before I shut it down, or we do a super chat thing where if people can super chat, then I stay on for another 15 minutes. So why don't I cue that up right now? I have to go to my live channel to do it because it's awesome like that. I got Juno in my head by Sabrina Carpenter. Don't you tell me hey, and just I don't know the words, but I have it in my head. Okay, we're gonna do 5 super chats. $5. And there's a 15-minute timer on the clock. I'll stick around for an additional 15 minutes. We're going to go ahead and start that goal right now. Anyway. Let you make me Juno. You know it, Alex. You know it. Did you hear that Trump is adding 100% tariffs on movies? Yeah, what? I'm sorry. Did I hit my head? I thought he announced that like 5 months ago whenever he did his fucking tariff bullshit. And now I hear he's doing it again. I don't know what's going on anymore. And what does that even mean? Tariffing movies that aren't made in America. Like, you film movies in other locations because your movie script might have a regional spot in the film where they're like visiting the Galapagos Islands or something, and they don't want to green screen it. Like, does that mean that it's not? Does that get tariffed for when they use that the portion of the movie, or is it just American studios are safe? What if you hire like non-American actors? Like, most of the actors in Hollywood today are British. I don't know. It's crazy. It's crazy. What did your parents say to you when you did sound effects in the house as a kid? My parents never talked to me. That's why I did sound effects, so I had someone to communicate with. No, I don't know. They just probably thought I was a dork. They never said anything to me. Elon Musk is telling people to cancel their Netflix subscription. Yeah, I heard that because he saw that there was like a cartoon trans character from like 4 years ago or some shit, and everybody boycotted. Well, not everybody, but people canceled their Disney Hulu subscriptions last week because of the Jimmy Kimmel situation. So this is just like tit for tat or something. Like, all right, now it's our turn. We're going after Netflix because you had a trans person. And they're obsessed with trans. The Jimmy Kimmel stuff was wacky. It was crazy. Jager for $5 says your Havoc loving friend Jager wants you to stay around. Do you enjoy South Park? Favorite characters? Favorite Bond films? You forgot to answer that. Well, you didn't put a question mark. I remember that. My favorite Bond film is Casino Royale because I'm a basic bitch, and I don't remember a lot of the original Bond movies, and they're too old for me to care about anymore because that's how I am. I'm ageist like that. Enjoy favorite South Park character. Oh wait, you didn't? Did you see? Oh yeah, favorite. So, do I enjoy South Park? Yeah, I fucking love South Park. I got. Well, these right here are South Park. Going down to South Park, gonna have myself a time. I have up until season 12 on DVD because that was the thing. That was the style at the time to buy the seasons on DVD for like $50 a pop, like an idiot. And my favorite characters. Well, you said character. Oh yeah, you said characters plural. I love Cartman, obviously. Mackie can be really funny, but I love Cartman. I would say Randy's hilarious. Stan's dad, mainly when he goes, Stan. Randy's great. Towley. I like Towley when he shows up high as a kite. Who's another good one? Butters. Butters clears. He's my favorite character. I love Butters. So I would say Cartman's number one, Butters, and then Randy, and then Towley, because Towley sucks. Don't forget your towel. Oh my God, I'm so high right now. I don't even know what's going on. We did get a couple super chats at $4.99. We're going to count that towards the $5 goal. And remember, you have to hit the target in order for it to like go, ah, yay, and give you a thumbs up. Salty Bay for 499. Thank you. Is there one specific scene or character you want to see in the Harry Potter series? I'm gonna tell you a scene I don't want, and that's Peeves. I don't want to see Peeves. He sucked in the book. I don't care if he's in the show, but they're probably gonna put him in there because it's one of the big differentiators. I would like to see the Headless Hunt. They kind of alluded, yeah, they alluded to it in the first movie, but I want to see that fleshed out more with the Headless Hunt. In fact, they kind of got rid of the ghosts after the first couple movies altogether. That's one thing that they just said, there's enough zany stuff going on in the school. We don't need to have ghosts floating around and talking with Harry and his friends. I would like that fleshed out a bit more. It would help differentiate the show from the movies for sure. Moisture criticizes. Is that right? Are you excited for thank you for the 499. Are you excited for Avengers Doomsday or kind of over the Marvel hype train? I'm not like over it, anti or anything. I'm definitely not hyped, but I think that's probably healthy. That's probably good. I haven't been hyped for anything post Endgame and Civil War, and even then it wasn't like, or I'm sorry, Endgame and Infinity War. But I was never like checking news articles and super like obsessed with it before. I just I enjoyed them. They were a fun journey. They were a fun ride. Now I just hope they can impress. I'll definitely see it. I'm definitely interested. I still think the stunt casting of Robert Downey Jr. as Doom is the dumbest shit ever, but we have a black Snape now, so anything's possible. Prove me wrong. The sky's the limit. $4.99 by Einer Murtha. That's definitely how you say that. Favorite horror movie character. Favorite horror movie character. I wanted to be like special and different and go with Special Agent Danvers from The Frighteners. Sheriff Perry, because he's kind of like this off the wall, insane Jim Carrey-esque character who's just absolutely unhinged. I think he's fun as hell to watch. But if we're going to be serious about it, favorite horror movie character. Can't go wrong with Chucky. Can't go wrong with Michael Myers. Even though Jason's on my shirt, he's never been like my favorite. He looks cool though with the hockey mask. I like Pennywise quite a bit. God, I don't know if I have a favorite horror movie character. Someone help me in the chat with something that's I'm not understanding. Manny Seguro for $4.99. Thank you. You have any special movie memory with your kids when you showed them a movie they fell in love with that you loved? Hang on, I'm gonna go back to that. I want to see if anybody has a Wendy from Alien Earth. That's a great one. Dewey from Scream. I want to watch Frighteners again. You should. It's amazing. Love Jeffrey Combs. He's the actor as Perry. Freddy Krueger. Yes, that's a classic. That is a classic. Medea should show up in a Marvel movie. I thought you were going to say Medea is a good horror character. I kind of agree. Freddy Krueger is kind of that. See, that's a good one. I didn't think about. I don't know why I completely fucking blanked on Freddy Krueger, but yeah, I'm gonna go with Perry from The Frighteners. He's my favorite character in a horror movie. Kevin Spacey from Seven. Nice. Okay, back to this. Oh, and we already hit the goal, I think. Yeah, we already hit the goal. That's amazing. So we have 15 minutes on the clock. So it's 10:15. I go to 10:30, and then I'll start another goal right now. I'll stick around for 15 more minutes, but now the goal is going to be 15 super chats because I have 30 minutes here. Start the goal. So now it just got real. Or you can clear it out and just leave like a 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70. A $75 super chat. Is that right? That can't be right. Yeah, that's right. Have you have any special movie memory with your kids where you showed them a movie they fell in love with that you loved? I have a lot of those special memories. A lot of them. The Matrix, I watched with my daughter, the whole trilogy. She loved it all. Watched the trilogy with my son separately when he got a little older because he's 3 years younger than my daughter. Um, those were amazing experiences. We got Chipotle. We sat at lunch, watched it on the couch. Oh my god, it was so freaking good every time. My son really likes Back to the Future, so we bonded over that. My daughter and I watched Shawshank Redemption together. She bawled her eyes out. It was amazing. The kids and I watched Jurassic Park together. They fell in love with it, obviously. I mean, there are so many movies that I've shown them, and they've just been like one-to-one with me. The Goonies was another one. The only miss I've had, actually two misses. I've had two misses recently, but I also think it's because my kids are getting older and they just don't care to sit and watch movies with the old man anymore. They did not think F1 was all that great, and they didn't finish District 9. I think it was making my daughter feel sick to her stomach. Olivia was not into that. And Connor just wanted to go play like Roblox or some shit. So, yeah, those are the only misses I had, but so many memories from the Goonies to Sandlot. I mean, and then all the Disney stuff when they were younger. I like the Disney movies. So we just, yeah, it's that is the best part about being a parent for me, since I love movies, being able to relive those moments with my kids and kind of just like watch them watching the movie at those pivotal moments. We've gone through most of the Fincher catalog, like all the good ones. And we just watched Fight Club like a month ago, and they freaking loved it. Their jaws were on the floor at the twist. Great question. Joshua Barrio for $5. Thank you, Joshua. Not sure if someone asked already, but will you review Shelby Oaks? I will review Shelby Oaks. I think it looks good. I really do. And I mean, I'm impressed with Stuckman getting the movie made and getting it distributed by Neon. That's a big deal. He's truly made it, and I'm happy for him. I don't like his movie review channel. I think it's bullshit that he only reviews movies that he thinks are good. That's not reviewing a movie. I think that's a cop-out, and he did that because he wanted to curry favor with people in Hollywood and not step on any toes. I totally get it, but I think it's kind of bullshit. Regardless, I'm still incredibly proud of what he did. I think it sets a great standard for it sets a goal for me and other people that want to make movies too, to say, hey, it's possible. All you need is a dream and a couple million subscribers on YouTube with a fan funding of over 1 million, and you can make it happen. So I only have, like, at the rate I'm going, 20 more years, and I can maybe get there. No, it does. I do think it looks good, though, and I'm excited to watch it and give it an honest review. Denice for $6.99. Thank you. I'm down in the dumps. Oh, no. Fireworks dance while singing. LOL. It's ask anything. No? Yeah, we can do that for you, of course. Do you have a song in mind, Denice? Do you have a song that you would like? Did you see the intro, by the way? Were you here for the intro? Because I can play just a little bit of it for you. Let's see if she's still in the comments so I can hear what I can see what she wants. Hope she's not too down in the dumps where she just... Oh, okay. Okay, what? What does that mean, okay? Do you have a request, or do you want me to play the intro thing? Did you see that? Nice! Oh, she missed the intro. Okay, here you go. And it's hard to say just how some things never change, and it's hard to find, and it's strength to cross the line. Ooh, I'm just burning, doing the neutron dance. I'm just burning, doing the neutron dance. I'm not gonna play it all, but we'll do the Linkin Park part. It starts with one thing. I don't know why. It doesn't even matter how hard you try. Keep that in mind and design this rhyme to explain in due time. All I know, rhyme is a valuable thing. Watch it fly by as the pendulum swings. Watch it count down to the end of the day. The clock takes life away. So loud. Sorry. I don't have any way. Oh my god, I instantly feel better. Here's the deal. Anytime you're in a bad mood, put on Neutron Dance by the Pointer Sisters. There is zero chance you could say sad. I'm just burning, doing the Neutron Dance. I'm just burning, doing the Neutron Dance. 'Cause it's hard to say that some things never change. I mean, you could be at a funeral and someone could walk up, stone-faced, set a boombox down, hit play, Pointer Sisters Neutron Dance goes on, everybody's instantly up dancing around the casket. Like, it's impossible not to be in a good mood with it. Okay. Oh, and as for the fireworks, just because she's sad. I believe in the rising, underneath the city. I believe when the eagles fly inside Elmo's fire. I like how I've learned less about the song than I did going in. Like, I believe, I don't think he ever says I believe, but I keep starting with, I believe in the better data. And I never did drugs a day in my life. And this is where my brain's at. It's just completely melted out. $1.99 from Manny. Thank you. Glinda or Elphaba? There's some skinny bitches. Let me say that. Those ladies, Ariana and I don't know the other one's name in real life, but holy shit, they have to eat a burger. They're just so skinny. I am skinny shaming right now. As someone who was very skinny growing up, I can do that. I'm like concerned for their health. But you know, if they're doing fine and well, then that's great. But I would say Ariana's Glinda is my cup of tea. I'm team Ariana, I'm team Glinda. Yeah. Fuck? iPhone Pro has 20% battery remaining. It's plugged into my computer. Is it not fully plugged in? Unbelievable. Joshua Barrio for $5. Thank you, Joshua, again. Do you think your kids would enjoy Attack the Block? I didn't see Attack the Block. I remember seeing ads for it, but I never watched it. I heard it was good, but I did not see it. Do you think I would enjoy it? Your boy for $5. Thank you. I just watched. I'm still here after your review. I know I am late. Gotta say, didn't really love it, but still appreciate watching it. Just watch what? What are you talking about? Again, I have the memory of a goldfish. I don't even know what did you just watch? I just watched. I'm still here after your review. I know I'm late. Gotta say, oh, was this in regards to like my bad movie pitch or the Xbox rant? Was it the Xbox rant? There's just, it could be so many things. You're gonna have to clarify, you boy. Jack Mackerel for $5. Thank you. Would you train a large Lang model? Jesus. Would you train a large language model? I'm like, Lang? Diane Lane? Nathan Lane? Would you train a large language model AI with the Adam Does Movies video archives so in 2 years an AI version of yourself can host your channel? Oh, that'd be completely unhinged. No, I would never do that. No, you need to have the real thing. I think that they have that AI going on right now, that hologram of Stan Lee at some Comic-Con type convention. That's weird. I don't care for that. I'm just burning, doing the neutron dance. Paul Bros for never for $5. Thank you, Paul Bros. D Nice's first super chat didn't count, by the way. It should be one higher. Also, you and Jeremy Johns are the only reviewers I never miss an upload from. Oh, nice. I'm in good company. Jeremy Johns seems like a very, very pleasant guy. Very entertaining fellow. We've never met or collabed. He's one of the few. He's one of the only critics outside of the Red Letter Media guys that I've never interacted with in any way, shape, or form. Like everyone else, I've either at least exchanged some messages with online, or they've sent me video for a collaboration, or I've seen them at some event. I've never crossed paths with him or the Red Letter Media guys, and it's a bummer because I enjoy them both. Merlin Troutman for $5. Favorite James Cameron movie and least favorite. Favorite James Cameron movie is going to be. It's a cross between Terminator 2 and True Lies, but I think I have to edge it out to Terminator 2. It's just so. I mean, it was so ahead of the game in so many ways, and it's such a good like action movie / horror movie / thriller / I mean, it's just so many things. Worst Cameron movie so far is Avatar 2, The Way of Ass. I didn't like that movie. Overstuffed, bloated, boring, plots nonsense. Characters like took a step back, took like 5 step back from the previous movie. Plots recycled in a lot of ways. I hate that film. I really do. Targaryen Boss for $5. That intro is hilarious. What animated film from the Disney Renaissance do you feel is overrated? Okay. I have a hard time knowing what the start of the Renaissance is. Is that Little Mermaid, Bambi? I can look them up. Lion King, Aladdin, Disney Renaissance films. I'm just burning, doing the neutron dance. Okay, so it's 89 to 99. We have The Little Mermaid. So Bambi's not in this. The Rescuers Down Under, great movie. Beauty and the Beast, brilliant movie. Aladdin, great movie. The Lion King, great movie. Pocahontas, meh. The Hunchback of Notre Dame is going to be my pick for the most overrated. I see a lot of like niche commentary on the Hunchback being this brilliant film that everybody slept on. I just did not care for the movie at all. I thought the gargoyle statue sucked. The comic relief didn't work. The main protagonist was too much of a sack of dirt. I didn't care. Next on the list would probably be Pocahontas. Then Tarzan, I think, is not that great. And then Mulan. And then everything else pretty much is OP. Pretty much OP after that. Was that the question, right? Okay. Spooky Ruben for $5. Thank you. I saw a video recently talking about Hollywood using the same 4 or 5 actors, it seems, for everything. Why is this just now a problem? It's always been that way. There's always the 4 or 5 actors that, like, those are the go-to. In the early 90s, late 80s, you had a lot of Alec Baldwin movies. Tom Cruise has just always been around, so he's always kind of like in the mind. A lot of Bruce Willis, Stallone, and Schwarzenegger were massive for action movies. before that you had Clint Eastwood. This is how it always is. You have the big names that pull in the box office draw, and they get that way because they're in one movie that does really well and people like them from, and then everybody in Hollywood wants to get their hands on them. They just like launch into the stratosphere overnight. That happened briefly for Sean William Scott after American Pie. It's like everybody wanted Sean William Scott, but because of either poor script choices, a bad agent, or whatnot, he just fell completely flat after like 5 or 6 years. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like there's more diversity now than there was in the 90s. So I guess I'm not sure what the problem. Who's talking about this recently? But it seems like it's far less egregious. Obviously, you have the Chris Pratt jokes because they've used him in a couple animated movies as voices. But fuck, there's way more talent, I think, out there. Joshua for $2, but how do you really feel about the Hobbit films? They're great. I love them. I will hear no slander about the Hobbit movies. I will take your criticisms and I'll throw them in the shitter. They're valid. Sure, they're very long. They're unnecessary long and padded, but I have a great time in Middle Earth. I like Peter Jackson's Middle Earth, and I have a good time with these hobbits, even though I can't name a fucking one of them. One of the any of the dwarves. I don't know any of their names. There's like Slappy and Fatty and Queso and then Sticky and Icky and Dicky and the guy that's kind of like Aragon but not, or Aragorn. Sorry, two different things. Your boy for $5 more. Thank you. You reviewed it last year, said it was amazing. LMAO. I'm still here from 2024. Oh, what? I said it was amazing. I did not say I'm still here was amazing. That is slanderous, and I will not have it, sir. I probably said it's all right. I'm guessing I said it was okay. It's an inconsistent mess of a film that has more pros than cons, I would say. But I have no desire to watch it ever again. I might have been generous on it because it was COVID times and there was not anything coming out. Simba is Life for $5. What genre do you think will explode in popularity in the next couple of years? Thank you, Simba is Life. What genre? I think we're going to see a lot of horror movies continue because now they're coming out every single month, multiple times a month. We've pretty much already hit the explosion of horror films. That's going to continue, especially when they can do them for so cheap. Outside of that, the superhero stuff's kind of on its way out, I feel like. James Gunn's got his DCU stuff. It's a great question, and I just don't know. It doesn't seem like there is any standout genre right now that's really leaving a mark outside of video game adaptations. I would say that is maybe the next wave of popularity because the Mario movie did so well. The Sonic movies have done very well. Minecraft just made a ton of money. I know Barbie is not a video game, but we'll say toy adjacent type of things as well. Video game, toy, branding type of movies are going to continue to flourish. You got a Zelda movie in the works. Mario 2 Galaxy's on its way out. Yeah, they're just going to continue. There's a Street Fighter movie in the works. We got Mortal Kombat 2 coming out. They're just going to keep churning them. Oh, and the other genre, and this just kind of kills me to say, is I think we're going to still see more and more soft reboots or legacy sequels like we did with I Know What You Did Last Summer, like we did with Beetlejuice 2. They already have Beetlejuice 3 coming out. They already have a sequel to another one that was a legacy sequel that did really well. Well, I think Maverick has another movie coming out, right? And then Days of Thunder, I've been told, is in the works. So yeah, we're going to see more legacy sequels. And unfortunately, we're probably going to see more live action bullshit from Disney and from DreamWorks, who dipped their toe in the How to Train Your Dragon pond and it made a ton of money. So expect more of those. If we get a live action Kung Fu Panda, so help us. We're in trouble. Megan Bark Poo for $5. How was the House of Dragon for you overall? Season 2 was painful to get through. Honestly, I couldn't get through season 1. When they did the time jump from the kid version to the adult, I was already started to lose. I kind of lost interest. I was like, I was on board for this kind of like little whippersnapper, doing some deals behind the scenes. And then they like jumped ahead many years. I thought that was a huge mistake. And I just did not care to finish season 1. So I'm completely out of the loop as far as the House of Dragon goes. Favorite Disney princess from Wom Wom Away for $5. For many years, it's been Belle. I appreciate her in intellect. Um, I like her because she's not just a smoke show, although she has going for her too. But I appreciate that there's a little bit more to her, and I think that she's probably a little bit on the freakier side, considering she falls for a beast. That speaks well. That speaks well for her. We're under the impression that she's of age, right? Because I know a lot of these Disney princesses are on the young. They scale younger, and I'm a grown ass man, so it's a little weird now. But favorite Disney princess from just like a personality standpoint would be Belle. I do like Moana. I think that she's a snappy young woman. I think Anna is delightful, but I have to go with Belle. Sheedy for $5. Any movie you are begging your family to watch and they won't watch it. Thank you, Sheedy, for the super chat. Oh, oh God, there was a movie. I feel like that I've been begging them to watch for the longest time and they haven't. I'm not sure what it is anymore. Shit. I know what it is. I've been begging my family to watch Godzilla minus one. Some people call it Godzilla minus fun. And that some people is me and me only. What's going on? Really? It smells like mold? A demon? Hey, I'm back. There's a mystery smell outside in like the basement, and I don't think it's from my son for once. I could not pinpoint it. It's just kind of isolated one area. We did open. There's like a under the stairs crawl space area. That smelled kind of musty, so I'm just gonna let it air out for a bit. Sorry for the drama. Just want to make sure there wasn't like a pilot light on or something and was going to blow up my family. Awkward. Oh yeah, movie I was begging my family to watch, Godzilla -1, because I didn't care for the film. I know I'm like the only person on the planet that did not care for the film, and I wanted to see what they genuinely thought of it. My wife gave it seriously 10 minutes and didn't care, and so I couldn't get anything out of her. And my daughter and son just don't seem to have any interest. So I guess it's just never going to happen. I'm just going to have to live with it that I had an opinion that's, I suppose, bad. Jack Mackerel for $5. Thank you, Jack. Movie pitch: the original slasher monster actors from horror classics go to horror convention. Twist: no convention. They were called there to ... Ooh. This is sounding familiar, though, to another movie called Galaxy Quest, where the actors from the show go to the convention and then real aliens come down and they have to go on an adventure and actually save the world. So we could kind of do the similar thing with this Monster Mash, where they're actually called to save the planet from another creature. There's another new type of villain that they have to band together with to stop. How exciting. Jager for $2. Thank you. Thoughts on getting Simpsons Movie 2 in 2027? Jesus, did we hit this thing again? Oh, we're 3 away. How much time do we have? Where does it say how much time is left? This thing is so stupid. Whatever. I don't care. We're gonna keep going. Thoughts on getting Simpsons Movie 2 in 2027? I like the first Simpsons movie. I haven't watched the show in probably 20 years, but since the last movie. Actually, I was done watching the show before the last movie came out. I bring it on though. I'm excited. I like the Simpsons. They're a good time. Jack Mackerel's back for $5. Oh, you're continuing. Fight an Evil Menace. The kid who called them thought they'd be the best. Three Amigos meets Galaxy Quest meets horror. Thoughts? By the way, this is 14 to 15. Well, Jack, I think that we finished each other's sandwiches because I was thinking on the same exact page as you, my friend. Oh, wait. Sorry. Out of order. Oh, my God. What the fuck? Adam Gasm! I was going to say shake that, but I forgot what LMFAU uses. Shake that. In the club, party rock. Remember LMFAO? They had 2 songs and they sounded almost exactly the same. Party rock and sexy and I know it. I'm sexy and I know it. That's like the Vega brothers. We like to party. We like to party. Did it. Okay, Roger for $300. Shot out of a fucking cannon. Hi, Adam. Unfortunately, I have to confess that the movie I had the most fun with so far this year is Bambi the Reckoning. Have you seen it? No. I didn't even know it came out. What was it, in the theaters for a day? Typically, I try to go to the dumb, twisted childhood nightmare movies, and I missed this one. I'm shocked. I'm quite honestly shocked that you enjoyed it, but for $300, sir, I'm willing to say it's great. No, I have not. I didn't know it was out. I can't imagine I'll like it, but I'm glad you had a good time, and I really appreciate that super chat. Thank you. So I guess with that out of the way, we have extended the time again. We're just going to go ahead and start another goal. And I'm going to make this one absurd because I'm getting tired, and I'm sure everybody else is getting a little tired too. So we're going to say, let's do 5 super chats at $50 or higher, starting the goal. And I'm still here for another 15 minutes. Did I put a timer on this? iPhone 6 is at 10% remaining. Why is this piece of shit not charging? Matthew Fling for $4.99. What are your overall thoughts on HBO's upcoming Harry Potter TV show? Are you excited, skeptical, or somewhere in between? I am not excited. I'm very skeptical, and I want to be impressed, but I got to tell you, nothing's really doing it for me so far with the news. It just seems like it's going to be a carbon copy of the movies, but like worse. We'll see. I'm going to watch. I'm going to give it a fair shake. I always try to give a fair shake to everything, and then I'm inevitably let down at some point. Sheedy for $5. Thank you. Apparently, looking at 1994, 2 out of 10 movies were sequels or remakes. 2024, all 10 top movies are sequels or remakes. That's crazy to me. I pointed this out, I think, last year. I did either a live stream or a standalone video where I said everything coming out is a fucking sequel, a remake, a prequel. It's something that's already established in the franchise. And why would Hollywood not do it? Because that's apparently what all people want to see anymore. It's the safe bet. It's the comfort food. $5 from Joshua. Thank you. Review the film Ick from this year. Brandon Routh and Mina Suvari? Is that Suvari? Mina Suviro, I thought it was. Mina Suvari? I don't know who that is. Oh, is that how you... Mina Suvar? Mina Suvar? I thought it was said differently. Is it not said how it looks? I thought it was Mina Suviro or something. Oh, wait, maybe that's a different chick. I think I'm mixing her up with the one from, Mimic. She's in a bunch of movies, but Mimic is the first one that comes to mind. This chick was from, like, American Pie. Okay, review Ick. Well, if it comes to theaters, or if it's coming to streaming soon, then I will. Lone Wolf X6, $5. Thank you. Hey, Adam, are you watching Peacemaker Season 2? If yes, how are you feeling on it so far? Will you do a series review? I did watch the first few episodes. I kind of was... I mean, I don't not like it. It just feels a lot more immature than the first season, and anything else James Gunn has done, which he does very frat humor, which I like. But this one felt even more egregious than past stuff. That's not to say it's bad, though. I was having a good time. My wife and I just kind of got off of it, and we're watching the freaking Great British Bake Off. It's our comfort food at night right now, and that's the only time I have. I will finish it, though. I probably won't do a season review because I did do a review of the first 2 episodes, and nobody cared. I put out a review, nobody watched it. And so, yeah, I was enjoying it, though, so far. Roland24 for $4.99. What's your favorite Apple TV show? There's a lot of underrated gems. Thank you for the $4.99. So far, Severance has been my favorite Apple show so far. Like me some Ben Stiller. Adam something is the main guy. I'm forgetting his name. Ben Wyatt from Parks and Rec. Adam Scott. Yeah, that's my favorite one so far. Lone Wolf for $5 more. Thank you. Have you seen The Studio or The Pit? Emmy wins make me curious since The Pit beat Severance. I have not seen The Pit or The Studio. I've been told by several friends yelling at me. They come to me, tears in their eyes, and they say, "Sir, Adam, you have to watch The Studio. You will freaking love it." And I know I will. But the Great British Bake Off is not going to watch itself. Jack Mackerel for $5 more. Thank you. The horror pitch is what Darren and Josh Make a Movie podcast currently have as their front runner pitch. Do you think they're onto something? I mean, it's the same thing. It just sounded like listen, before you even finished the pitch, I thought it's just Galaxy Quest with monsters, which not necessarily bad, but I don't know. I guess it's fine. I don't know how you get the characters, though. You have to license out those characters, right? For Freddy and Jason and all of them. I don't know. It's okay. I think we could do better. In fact, I am making a script right now that is, I'm pretty sure, highly original, and it's a comedy slash thriller slash horror movie. And I'd love to pitch that, but I have to write it first. I've heard great things about Ted Lasso as well. Mira Sorvino was the one I was thinking of, yes. Mina Suvari, Mira Sorvino. If you could meet and have a conversation with a dead celebrity, who would you like to meet? I think John Candy would be really cool to meet, or Chris Farley, the two big fat white dudes. I think they would be very fun. Uh, Heavy white guys are some of the funnest people you'll ever come into contact with. They're just fun. Am I hearing whispering outside this room? What are you guys yapping about? They're worried we're going to blow up from this smell situation. It's a brand new construction home. They're built so well. So well. I'm being sarcastic. Keep burning, doing the Newtown dance. Red Dead Redemption or Grand Theft Auto series. I'm a Grand Theft Auto guy. I did play Red Dead Redemption 1 and 2, enjoyed them. GTA is just more of a world I like to play in, because of the hookers and the violence. Red Dead has violence, but I like the variety of weaponry more. Roland for 4.99. Thank you. Do you do a movie tour where you go to the theaters and meet fans and watch movies? Do a movie tour where you go to theaters and meet fans and watch movies. I don't think I have enough fans that it would be me going to like the Eden Prairie AMC by myself, and there'd be like one dude there. It's like, hey, Adam. I feel like you need a million subscribers to even pull that off in any sort of a like cool way. Unfortunately, Manny for $4.99. Thank you. You think you would ever do a Stuckman move and go easier on movies? No. No, if that was the case, I just would stop reviewing movies. If it came at the detriment of like, preserving criticism, I wouldn't just be like one day, hey, I'm only going to talk about movies that are good and that I enjoy. And my entire like service to you has been rendered mute. Or just rebrand the channel. Adam loves every movie that he talks about. Just being me for $5. Thank you. Have you seen the new trailer for Netflix new movie Frankenstein by Del Toro? What do you think of it? I think it looks promising. I have seen it. It didn't give a lot away, which is fine. If I remember right, it's like a fucking Netflix movie though. That's what really hurts. The fact that it's a Netflix movie really sours me. I imagine it's getting a limited release at theaters too, but still, Del Toro's enough to interest me though. The man made Pan's Labyrinth, and that alone wins him good faith for years to come. You remind me of Austin Burke sometimes. Thank you, Lone Wolf. I don't really know Austin Burke. I see him tweet a lot, but I've never interacted with him either. I've had a couple like back and forth private messages about collabing, but then nothing ever came to. He seems cool. Wonder what you're going to think of Shelby Oaks, says Lone Wolf. I do too. Honestly, I'm curious. I'm going in optimistic based on the trailers because I think the trailers are pretty solid. He did that Hellboy movie too. That was decent. Yeah. Well, and he also did Blade too. Didn't Del Toro do both of the Hellboy films? I felt like he did both. Hellboy, one director. Yeah, he did the first. He did both. I saw Cody and Sean review it. Seem positive so far. Well, those two guys. I know Cody's at least decent friends with Chris, and he and Sean both went to like the big premieres. I mean, I'm not saying they didn't give honest reviews. I'm just saying they might have gone a little easier than they might have had they watched just a stranger's review. Regardless, again, it does look good, so maybe it is a very good film. Thoughts on Top Gun 3? Sure. I'm in. I think it'll be cool as long as they don't make it 3 hours long. If we could just make it an hour and 45 minutes tops, that would be the Top Gun for me. $5 for Elvis Severus Potter. Thank you. I don't know why, but I really wish they made trailers like they did 20 years ago. Hate how much they show in trailers spoil everything. Yeah, I know. I like the movie dude. They don't use him anymore. In a world where something happens, another thing is going to have to rise up and save the day. This summer, buckle up, strap in. This is just the best. Just being me for $5. Thank you. Del Toro made that Pinocchio movie on Netflix as well. Nothing like the Disney crap. Oh, that Disney Pinocchio movie was so awful. He did he. So you say he made it? Did he direct it though, or did he just produce it? Pinocchio movie director. He did direct it. It looks like interesting. Ugh. Then there's this other version. Disgusting. Oh, well, there's two credited directors on it because of the animation, I suppose. Party Man for $2. Thank you. What's a quality good directors have and vice? What's a quality good directors have and vice versa? I think blocking is hugely important, and a lot of directors seem to not know what it is. Spielberg is the master at blocking a shot, at putting the camera, directing the scene in a perfect way so that the light's hitting correctly, so that that camera's moving perfectly to help tell the story and set the stage for what's to come. A bad director isn't even going to think about it. They're not thinking about perspective of the camera, looking down, filming down on someone that is lesser than in stature, looking up a little bit on someone that's supposed to be larger than life, going over the shoulder when necessary to show establishing shots of two people talking. Like there's just like a love language. There's a language with the camera that needs to be reflecting the scene. The camera should be treated as more than just a solid object that's filming actors. The camera should be like another character that's helping guide us around. Roland for $4.99. Thank you. How do you handle your best friend always pulling out their phone during a movie at the theater? My best friend does not pull out his phone during the movie. That would be no friend of mine. I would if it was a kid. I went with my cousin to a movie years ago, and he was pulling out the phone under the shirt and like looking at it like this. And I turned to him after he did the third time, like that's got to stop. Like what's so important that you need to look at your phone right now? Let's just watch the movie. And he was cool with it afterwards. I've never talked to him since. No, I'm joking, but just maybe just say it. If you're best friends, you should be able to like easily go, "Hey, dude, watch the movie, no phone." What is most important part of filmmaking? Editing, writing, directing, casting. It's all important. It's all equal. It's all equal. Obviously, writing comes first. You got to have a good script in order for anything else to make any sort of sense. Granted, you can find a good cast and a good director that can make shit seem okay as well, but the script is important because then you don't have to work so hard on the rest of it. But I mean, all of these things have their place. You know, editing is critical. You can make something look much better than it initially came off as, especially if you have multiple takes. Uh, you get a competent director, he's going to know the cast, he's going to know how many times he needs to shoot a scene, he's going to know how to light a scene. Lighting's important. Everything's important in filmmaking. Okay, it is 11:01. I think we are at the stopping point. I believe. So I'm going to shut it down in 2 minutes. I hear my family still like scrambling around. Apparently, we're all going to die here from some sort of a crazy gas leak or something, anyways. And my phone's now at like 2% battery, so it's all just coming together really well. One more minute, and I'm going to close her down. I'm trying to think if upcoming things on my list. I know I'm gonna have a couple reviews coming out soon. I don't even remember the names of them. Good Boy, if that actually comes out this weekend, which I'm not sure it does, and that Lake movie, Bone Lake, I'm pretty sure it's called. I'm going to that one tomorrow night, and I will have a spoiler recap for whatever that dumbass movie is, The Strangers Part 2. That's probably going to come out sometime tomorrow. Okay, that's all I got. Thank you guys very much. This was an awesome live stream, as it typically is on Wednesdays. Hope you had a great night. Hope I entertained you enough. You entertained me. Love the questions. Love the back and forth. And I will see you soon. Take care.